What's up, guys? It's me. I just filmed about 16 to 18 videos with Kisame over the weekend, and I'm tired of talking, 24, and today I'm giving you guys my top 10 favorite ritual monsters. So, we're going to get into this list because ritual monsters ain't really that many in the game. There's only about 80 to 90 of them, so really not much. They don't get much love in Yu-Gi-Oh! So I figured I'd show them some love today by showing my favorite ones. So, with that being said, watch the video and comment down below your top 10 favorite ritual monsters. So that way we get to talk about it and discuss it. Because most of the time I feel like ritual monsters fall into you like it because of the artwork, less about the effects, depending on if you like it from anime, you like it because it's linked to an archetype, or you like it for its artwork. There's many reasons to like a monster that's in the ritual game. So let's start with my number 10. My number 10 is Hamburger. No, it's not Hamburger. That is probably the worst card ever created. I don't want to talk about the Hungry Burger. Fucking Hungry Burger. Stupid card. I remember that guy. It's a stupid card. That's not my real number 10. My real number 10 is Relinquish. Relinquish is my number 10 mainly because it's tied way back into the opening days of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's one of the very first ritual monsters ever created, and I remember that card with Jigen Bakudan is one of my favorite cards. Jigen Bakudan is one of my favorite old school first season Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. That's why he's my number 10. Number 9, Saphira, Queen of the Dragons. This one is my favorite one because I like its artwork. I really like its effect about drawing the two at the end. But my main reason why I like this card is because of Duel Links. Now, so you don't know, I play Duel Links, the app. I go on it. I haven't been on it recently, probably like the past couple of months. But when I was on it, you know, they have its own meta. And at one point in the game, like, Saphira was like top tier meta shit, and I had it. And I was like, oh, it's kind of crazy. Using it with Sniper Rangers, it's crazy. So I had good times with this card. So because of how much I enjoyed it in Duel Links, it just automatically became one of my favorites. So that's why it's up here. So, number 8 is Super War Lion. I know what you guys are thinking. Some of you probably don't even know what this card is. Super War Lion is a super old ritual card, and back in the days, there was just certain cards that had really nice artwork with no effects, but they gained my attention. Super War Lion is one of those cards for me. When I was that young and I saw this card level 7, what is it, level 7? I believe it's a level 7 monster, and it just looked kind of cool. It was one of those cards that I just looked at it like, what's your backstory? Like, no, I need to know. What's your story? Like, how did you become this? It was weird. It is one of those, I just wanted to know about it, but it's really shitty to happen. It's really a bad card, in all honesty, but I like it as artwork, so. Number 7 is Demise, King of Armageddon. I love Demise, King of Armageddon, mainly because of his name. I used to love messing with it, like it's like one of the... I like his effect. I like that he was made with the when it was released, he was released with Ruin, and they came with the ritual spell card End of the World, and that was like one ritual spell card that could summon 2 separate monsters if you wanted to. You could summon one or the other, and I thought that was super cool concept. And granted, they grew on it and they got their own like support. I'll never play it. I don't care about it that much, but I have a lot of attachment to this card because of its attack points, because its ability can blow up the field for 2,000 life points. It's not really worth it, but had a cool, nice little ability, and I like that little differentness in the game. But whatever. Blackluster Soldier. Blackluster Soldier is one of my most favorite Link monsters. One, because of how it was tied to in the anime. He literally came out of nowhere. You didn't know what Yu-Gi was going to summon. We thought he liked summoning Magician of Black Chaos, but then he came out of nowhere. Summoned a 3,000 monster. It was like, whoa, where'd you get that from? And that was pretty cool. And then over time, it always got support. And then like they even made the monster version of the Chaos, you know, Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning, and it was really cool. So I really enjoy this card, and I enjoy all the support that he gets throughout the years. And you know, even though he'll never be like meta relevant, but I just like the fact that Konami always makes release for it. It pays homage to like older players like me. So I really enjoyed this card. Necros of Trishula. Necros of Trishula is in this list because honestly, When the cross first came out, I kind of liked it because I just never saw an archetype based on a ritual monster. It was just the fact that they were so broken when they came out. It was automatically top tier when that cross was released. And so it got hit really, really hard. And nowadays, you know, they took some of the cards off. I think Sherd is still banned. But they still have some of the cards that are out there now. And now you can mix it with incantations. So you can kind of get some consistency with it. But I just love the concept of like these ritual monsters that are based on some of the strongest cards in the game. But they made these ritual versions of them that have similar effects. So I do like Necros. It's a deck that I can see myself using eventually. But Trishula was obviously my favorite, between him and Brianak. But Trishula was my favorite one because he's the stronger card of the two. So I like that, just that ability of just popping a card everywhere. Ritual monster is Ruin, Queen of Oblivion. Ruin is one of mine because, like I said, it's tied to the end of the world ritual spell card, and it can attack twice. It has lower attack points than Demise, but I really enjoy this card's artwork. This card, and not like in the sense of like, ooh, it's a hot lady. I'm gonna touch myself to a piece of paper. No, you fucking freaky McNasties, put your penis back in your pants. But I enjoy Ruin because it just, the artwork, the coloring on this card, that it's a blue card with a red dress, with the black shade in the back. It was with the silver and the white in the background, like the little, it was such a nice artwork. It was one of those like, you are such an elegant card. I like you. Not like that, you freaky McNasties. Put that thing away. But just appreciate a card for what it looks like. My number 3 is Lord of the Red. Lord of the Red, I thought this card would never come out, to be honest with you. It was one of those anime cards with Valen. They release every card except Valen's cards because they're super broken and don't make any sense whatsoever. So they probably have a hard time making that real. But Lord of the Red, tied to Joey. That was such a great episode. One of the best duels in anime. Like, just like, it was so cool. And then they made it a card and it ties in with the Red Eyes archetype. And his ability is pretty dope. I like his ability. It's a quick effect, and so it works pretty well. And nice attack points, honestly. It's just, I like the card because I'm attached to it. It's just my nostalgia. My second favorite ritual monster is Dark Master Zork. Dark Master Zork is one of my favorites because he has a million abilities and he's not an Archfiend monster. And he was tied, I honestly hated the way he was tied into the anime because it was so like, I had it before I saw him in the anime because I had the physical of him, and I had it, and I had all these abilities, roll a dice, and you never know what's gonna happen. But then in the anime, they made him like something bigger than what he was, and like I always was like, oh, he's probably this crazy strong monster that can just do anything. When he came on the field, people just didn't want to do me because I was the man back then, guys. I'm tied to nostalgia, back to duels that I don't remember that I probably lost, but Zork was there for me. And now that he has this meme image of him that he is the Dark Master Zork and he rules a bunch of shit, I think it's pretty cool for a card like that. My number 1 favorite ritual monster is Skull Guardian. Guys, you got me. I don't know what it is about this terrible, shitty level 7 2,50 attack points, 2,500 defense point monster that I love. I know what it is, guys. It's the Blade Hands. The Blade Hands. Oh my god. Like, I don't know, for those of you who don't know, one of my favorite Pokemon is Scyther. And Scyther, Blade Hands, and him with the skull mask and with the blade. This is one of, I think when I did my top 10 favorites, coolest artwork, he had to be in there. I like that. And then the ritual spell card was Novak's Prayer. And I love the way that card looks. It looks like whatever the lore behind this card was to me as a child watching this shit, like I thought it was the craziest thing had to happen and he had to be summoned to save the day. This is one of the most coolest cards I've ever seen in my life. I've never had a physical version of him. Probably had a Japanese, but I never had like a physical English version of him. But super dope. I love this card's artwork. I love the mask. I love the helmet. I love the blade arms. I love the blue artwork. I love the ritual spell cards artwork. It's just so dope to me. But guys, those are my top 10 favorite ritual monsters. I would love to know what your top 10 ritual monsters are, because the stories behind why people pick their ritual monsters is like, it's the most interesting part of why people pick their cards. So I really look forward to seeing your list down below. So comment those, let me know. Don't forget to like the video, show support, gets us back in those algorithms. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Click that bell for notifications if you're old. That way it's always updated to when we upload content or post to this channel. Guys, my podcast, the Discord server, all those things are in the description down below. Check those things out. And until then, I have to edit one of those videos that I made with Kisame for the weekend. I'll probably put up questions and answers, because I hate sitting on that for so long, because it needs to be edited. But guys, until then, I'll see y'all whenever the next time I see y'all. Bye.